Okay, I'm back. Part 2 of the different styles of empaths. Okay, so like I said, intuitive empaths, I don't know a lot about them. I would be fascinated to get to know someone that is that way. I've seen it in action a few times, but it's not one of the empath styles that I resonate with at all. And remember, you might only have one that's pretty significant in your life. But as you become more aware of it and use it in your daily activities, what happens is other styles start coming online. It's very fascinating how it works. Okay, so the next one, animal empaths are usually the horse whisperers and dog whisperers of the world. These empaths have a sense of what an individual animal is feeling, experiencing, and needs. They not only love the animals they connect with, they may prefer their company more than that of other people, and vice versa. Animals feel the pull towards an empath as well. So if you are an animal empath, animals love you. They will be drawn to you. You'll hear someone say, oh, my dog doesn't like anybody, and then all of a sudden the dog's like trying to get up in your lap. It's like you have to pet every animal that you see on the street or on a walk, and you're always in the pet store bringing animals home, rescuing animals. All those variations make you an animal empath. You are very connected. You are heart and soul to animals, and they are very blessed to have you in their life if you are an animal empath. Animal empaths usually end up being pet communicators. That gift came on for me later in life. So I've been a pet communicator for probably about 10 years now. And one day, I started talking to an animal and they answered back, and yeah, so I connected with animals, and now I do that, and it's very fun. So the cool thing is I connect with animals as an animal empath, but I also use my tools of emotional and physical empathy when I'm connecting with these animals, because I also have those gifts. So if you can imagine what a pet communication session goes like, it's pretty cool. All right, so the next one is plant empath. So these are people with strong connections to nature and what plants and trees need and offer. They are the green-fingered gardeners and growers who love being in nature. So plants will thrive in their presence. They will intuitively know how to care and tend to any type of foliage. Plant empaths also have an awareness of plants, uses, and functions. They will know what is edible and what the environment needs for ecological balance and sustainability. Plant empaths are amazing. These are the green thumbs of the world. These are the ones that just could spend hours in the garden with plants and flowers, and they're just singing and talking to their plants, and you go over to their house and their plants are thriving, and you can feel the energy buzzing off these plants. That's because the plants are living with a plant empath. I think it's pretty cool. Plant empaths are also the ones who have a tendency to be able to see the second plane of existence, which would be elementals, fairies, all that fun stuff. That's very nature oriented, and they would be the ones that would be able to connect with that realm. And they also know what plants need intuitively. So they are the ones that would take a plant that's, dead, that has one little stalk and one little leaf on it, and someone would come and see them a month from now, and that plant would be fully grown and thriving. That's how you know you're with a plant empath. Now here's what's interesting. Plant empaths probably don't even know that they're an empath. They just think they're a green thumb and they're really good with plants and things like that. So really, once you know that, now you can take it a step further and you can really be like, oh, I want to see if I can connect with this plant. I want to see if this plant has something to tell me, and actually start working in the magical realm a little bit. It's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing what can happen. All right, environmental or geomagnetic empath. Okay, these guys intuitively sense what has happened or may happen in a physical space. Similarly, psychometric empaths can read a physical object. When they enter a room or new location, they are sensitive to what may have happened within that environment before. When they hold or touch objects, they may be able to glean information about the owner. So these are the people that you see on TV, the psychics who work with the police department to try and find people that are missing. They take an object that belongs to that person and they'll hold it and they'll be able to get information. So they're an empath that deals with that realm. So it's psychometric empaths are super cool. They're the ones that can walk into houses and see the antique mirrors, or go into an antique shop and everything's just a buzz. It's almost like they start tingling and light up and they're hearing messages and all this fun stuff. Obviously not right out of the gate, but it could happen that way right out of the gate when that gift opens. But more so when you play with that gift, you'll be able to use it when you touch items or when you go to antique stores, that stuff's totally fun. So I'm not really an environmental or geomagnetic empath. I have on occasion touched a mirror or touched a pot or something in a home where someone has passed, and I'll get images or messages, but it's more the residual energy I'm picking up off of. I don't necessarily think I would be an environmental empath. It's just not one of my stronger ones. So anyway, that's that. Okay, what do we have? Okay, 2 more. Spiritual empaths may have a direct connection to other realms. So also known as medium empaths, they may feel they connect with the deceased or other spiritual beings from their belief systems. So their psychic empathic ability will include being able to feel emotional and physical symptoms from their communication with the spirit world. This works in the same way as an emotional empath connects with other people in the physical world. So spiritual empaths are the ones basically who can connect with the spirit world. And if you're an emotional or a physical empath, this gift may come on later. You might know or figure out later on that you're a spiritual empath because you can talk to spirits or sense energy or sense physical stuff with a spirit the same way you can with a physical person on this plane. So, and spiritual empaths end up being mediums or people that talk to people that have passed on to the light. And sometimes spiritual empaths deal with spirits that are stuck here. So that would go along with some of the clairs, right? Like claircognizance or clairvoyance. So it's very fun how they all fit together. So spiritual empaths are the mediums of the group, I would say, when it comes to seeing spirits and feeling spirits. And you might have always felt spirits or energies as a kid, but just never really related it to the empath part of you. You just got freaked out and felt energy or saw gray, dark shadows and it freaked you out. Well, it's actually a spiritual empath gift. So that's pretty cool. And yes, we can be, once we become aware of these and start paying attention, we can incorporate these gifts into our lives more. And what happens is they expand and grow as we give them more energy, which is where the fun really happens. And you can use these things as a tool in your life, especially from healing from things that happened as a child or in a past life. Okay, last one. I have to wrap it up here quick. Hioka empaths. The term Hioka empath is a Native American term used to describe an empath that functions as a trickster or an unconventional go-between. Hioka empaths are disruptors, but not in a negative sense. They have the empathic ability to move between both physical and spiritual worlds, a foot in both worlds, and act as a psychic medium to communicate between. They absorb others' emotions and feelings and act as a mirror to show others what they need to see about themselves or the opposite direction. Okay. Hiokas are, I'm just going to say it. It's painful to be a Hioka empath. I am a Hioka empath, and I did not even find this out till about 10 years ago. So a Hioka empath is someone that's going to resonate with people, think they have friendships, and then all of a sudden the other person is going to be triggered. Something's going to happen. Something's going to come up. This other person's going to be triggered. There ends up being an argument or something like that, and then they part ways. So it's like in your life one day, out of your life the next day. It's because that person got mirrored back to them the energy of who they were, who they are, and they saw it, and it triggered them, and they're like, I'm out of here. I want you guys to know not to take that personal. If this one resonates with you, I have to do another video.